Vice President Mike Pence is in Israel addressing the Knesset. He said that America will move its embassy to Jerusalem by the end of 2019. Well, US President Donald Trump marked his one-year anniversary in office over the weekend with a government shutdown, one that remains in effect after senators failed to strike a deal late Sunday night. His first 365 days in office were also marked by protesters taking to the streets against his agenda, whilst also hoping to generate more female candidates running for office.
These were the scenes in major cities across the country. 200,000 in New York, 600,000 in Los Angeles, 300,000 protesting in Chicago as the resistance movement grows. This as the government remains shut down, with both sides laying blame firmly at the door of the other, while the Senate vote to temporarily fund the government until February 8th is scheduled later Monday.
When the Democrat filibuster of the government funding bill ends, when it comes to an end, the serious bipartisan negotiations that have been going on for months now to resolve our unfinished business, military spending, disaster relief, health care, immigration, and border security will continue. It would be my intention to resolve these issues as quickly as possible so that we can move on to other business that's important to our country. However, should these issues not be resolved by the time the funding bill before us expires on February 8th, 2018, assuming that the government remains open, it would be my intention to proceed to legislation that would address DACA, border security, and related issues.
Democrats are seeking assurances that a deal on deferred action for childhood arrivals will be reached before their protections expire in early March, among other issues.
I am happy to continue my discussion with the Majority Leader about reopening the government. We've had several conversations. Talks will continue, but we have yet to reach an agreement on a path forward that would be acceptable for both sides. For that reason, I object.
Republicans, who have a slim 51 to 49 vote majority in the Senate, require at least 60 votes to move the legislation forward. And despite the acrimony in Washington and the government essentially in limbo, President Trump continues to highlight the successes of his first year in office by tweeting about the record high attained by the stock market, their strong support for the military, the dropping unemployment number now at 4.1%, and the massive tax cut achieved late last year that Republicans believe will continue to spur economic growth in the country. Sherwin-Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.